Hi there makers, it is Jo here from Minerva, and today we've got an alteration video for you. So we're taking a look specifically at trousers and at a way to reduce the width of your trousers in the waist, maybe the hips, and certainly in the leg shape. You might wish to do this if you've made a toile and it was wearable but you want to make it even better. You just want to make some adjustments to the outseam. It might be that you've got a thrifted garment that you found or you've swapped with somebody and you just want to make a better fit adjustment for you. It might be that you've changed body shape or weight, or your trousers are a different fit than they used to be. There's lots of different reasons why you might want to reduce the size of your trousers so that you can continue to wear them. If you know a few little places that you can move in and decrease your trouser size, then that means you might bring into play some patterns that you've tried in the past, but you didn't quite like something about them. If you didn't like the leg fit or the leg shape, or if you want to just adjust them or make them adjustable for the future, then this is the video for you. The best way to start thinking about if you're going to be able to alter your trousers is to work absolutely with what you have. So don't try to overcomplicate it or overthink it. Take a look at the features that your trousers already have and think about how they can be adjusted. Today I'm working with a pair of trousers that has a waistband, belt loops, pockets on the back, elasticated waist, pockets on the sides. So think about what you're going to change without altering anything else and creating more problems. So these are the reasons I want to keep these trousers, because I did some sashiko pockets, so they're really nice. There's the opportunity here to adjust the back because it's elastic. On the front, I can adjust that button position. That will just decrease the trouser waistband for me and straighten up that zip fly. And of course, I've got an outseam here, which I can take in. First of all, try your trousers on to see where you want to reduce any of the volume. Some people try them on inside out and then pin them so that all the pinning is in place. I've tried that before, but I can never quite see the silhouette of the original fit. So I put them on the right side out, and I do a bit of pinching and squeezing, a little bit of measuring, and then I turn them inside out and pin. Sometimes it works when you wear it inside out, but just with this trouser fit today, I wanted to see what the trousers hopefully will look like at the end. Okay, so these are my Rowan trousers. Quite slim fitting at the waist, but they've got a really big barrel leg at the bottom. At the back, I've got a little bit of gaping. There is an elastic there, so I've got an option to try and adjust that a little bit. Because that back waist is big, then it slops from front to back, so I don't keep the waistline in the correct position. I've got a little option there to move a button. The fly is just pulling a little bit at the top, so I want to try and straighten that up. But really what I want to look at is that side seam and the barrel leg of the trouser. I'm going to look at this side seam, try and make some adjustments to the back, and hopefully just try and reduce the overall size of my trousers for a trouser decrease. Okay, I've got all the information that I need now. I'm going to make my alterations, and I recommend here that you tack it or you use a long stitch on your machine so that you can just do a long temporary machine stitch. Give it a little press, that will make a difference, and see what your trousers look like. Okay, we've got that elastic bit at the back, so I'm going to deal with that first. So I've opened up the waistband lining, got hold of the elastic there. I don't want it to ping back through, so I'm just going to safety pin it, and then I'm going to just take out the stitching that's holding that elastic in place. Then I can adjust that elastic and take a piece out. Just needs 1.5 inches or so just to reduce the back. And then I need to sew that back in position. I was using a zigzag stitch to attach it to the waistband lining. You've got a couple of choices now. You can either unpick the hem or you can try and blend it in. It depends how much you want to take in at the ankle as well. I'm just doing an estimate. It's about 2 centimetres, but with that on both sides, I'm going to be taking 4 centimetres out the side of my trousers. And because of that, I need to just adjust the waistband as well. So I'm going to remove the trousers from the waistband a couple of inches. I've pinned them together. I've taken the same amount from each leg, and I've replicated the curve, especially at the hips where I don't have so much wiggle room. I'm going to sew this at a long stitch length, but I just need to make sure that everything is lying flat, especially the pocket bags. And I'm going to take this seam with a long stitch length on the machine so that it's basted and I can try it on for fit. I've blended in there, so we'll see how that works. The waist and the hip fit is much better. I've just looked at that side seam. You can see it's a little bit wobbly. At the bottom, they're kicking out at the hems, and that's because I didn't unpick the hem. But I've definitely changed the leg fit to how I want it. The back fit is much better. I've still got the pockets, but it's not all a saggy bum or anything. I've reduced that there. I just need to go back to the hems. I've just got that little kick out on my hems there, so trying to blend my seam in without unpicking the hem hasn't worked out, but that's fine because that was a temporary stitch there and that's given me that little bit of information that I can go back and visit. I'm going to unpick that side seam all the way down to the bottom and completely grade it. Don't forget, once you've done these kind of alterations, you can transfer a pencil line to your pattern so that if you make them again, you'll get the fit that you would like. Some people don't like to cut it off their pattern because they might want to go back to that style in case it goes in or out of fashion. I like to just put a dotted pencil line on my pattern piece and that will show me the fit that I tried that time, but I can always go back to the original size of the pattern. Okay, that's given me lots of information. So now I'm going to put the waistband back where I unpicked it. If you've taken a wider bit on the seam, you might need to unpick the side seam here on the waistband and take a little bit out. I can just ease and spread that fabric at the moment. I'm going to sew that back in place and blend in the stitching. Here it is. And now I can cover that over with the waistband lining. I'm going to put that in with a hand stitch. I did have a stitch in the ditch before, but now I've adjusted the elastic. I've got a little bit of a discrepancy between my waistband length on the back. So I'm going to ease in with some hand stitching. I can just absorb a little bit of excess fabric that way. Let's look at the before. These are the Rowan trousers from Emporia Patterns. They've got a really wide barrel leg shape, which I liked, but I took a little bit off, but I wasn't happy with that hem at the bottom. You can see it's kicking out. It doesn't have that really nice continued barrel shape, but a little bit slimmer fit. So it's quite subtle. It's gone from kind of a size 14 down to a size 12. So next time I may even reduce the size of pattern that I cut. I'm really pleased with this adjustment. It really has brought these trousers back into my wardrobe. They're great for summer. They've got that light colour which mixes with lots of print fabrics that have lighter hues and tones. There are of course other ways that you can decrease your trouser size. If you've got elasticated trousers, then you can unpick at the side seam if you can locate where the elastic was inserted. Unpick that, pull out a little bit of elastic, try for fit. Sometimes if you have changed body shape or you have reduced size, then what happens is everything looks a bit long and drapey and saggy, not just the circumference of your waist. So because you're not got a 3D shape filling out the volume of your trousers, then everything will start to drop down. So you might find that they're a little bit long at the bottom. You might find the crotch becomes too long because there's nothing filling it out at the front and the back. If this is the case, you can unpick your waistband if it's separate to the trousers. You can raise it up and then you can put your waistband back on. If you've got an elasticated waistband, you can unpick it, unfurl it, lift it up, take a bit off the top and refold it back down. So don't think about just the one bit because your overall fit is what you're after. Taking a photograph really helps. So when you're looking down, you can't always see what the silhouette looks like. So like me, I just took a little video there and turned around and I could see those hems at the bottom were kicking out, but I don't know if I would necessarily have noticed that if I was just looking down. So take a photograph, take a little video, see where you want to remove or take away some of the garment volume. If you think your body shape might fluctuate or change, or it does throughout the day, then you can use an adjustable elastic. That's the one with the little buttonholes in it, and you can put some of that in the back of your trouser waistband. We've got a full video on it, but just to let you know, you can unpick the lining waistband, flip it up so that you can get to the inside of the lining waistband, add a couple of buttonholes, thread through your elastic, add some buttons, flip it back down, and then you've got an adjustable waistband, so you've got a little bit of room for manoeuvre. If there's any other type of alteration or adjustment video that you would like to see in action, then do let me know. You can also find lots of this kind of information over in Izzy's videos. So for example, if you've got a trouser that you want to change but you're not sure how to change it, or if you can once you've made the garment, then have a look at her trouser block, for example. She'll show you things with this crotch seam, how to alter the out seam or inseam, and the crotch depth. So all of those might be useful for you. We would love to see you over on our website, so do make a free account there and share your makes. It's great to see what the sewing community has been up to, and it's a really positive place to get lots of information, inspiration, and lots of sewing tips and tricks. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.